I get some love to BlaQ Socrates, y'all.
My bad.
Y'all ain't heard this, y'all do? Y'all about to be in for a treat. Who said it's my son?
Back to my.
Is it bad that I never made love? I never did it, but I sure know how to fuck. I'll be your babe. I'll prove it to you. I can't promise that I'll be good to you, 'cause I've had some issues. I rushed into sex quicker than a child running to a tree on Christmas morning. I ain't a sex addict, not an nymphomaniac, not even a pimp, but more like the whore. I am a whore, W-H-O-R-E, a contraction that never felt worthy of its apostrophe, and like me has never been whole. Because when asked the question, who are you, I can never give a full answer. Just tap dance around the question like a blackface minstrel act bitch made as if I had a minstrel and simply fuck to fade my problems. I can never trust a woman for shit. Know that they'll leave me and ease me, make me wonder why I gave so much of myself for someone who couldn't even meet the bare minimum requirements of respect. Emotions were never Parker Brothers produced. I never played with your feelings, never toyed with your emotions, but somehow my heart became the butt of some twisted, immature joke. So my body attempts to mend the cause hurt. Sex is the most truthful I could ever be. Already naked, so there's no reason to hide anything. Already inside of you, so I can already say that I'm a part of you. It's instant love without the fear of ending up like Adam, being pushed out of your comfortable paradise into a wilderness of bad decision making. I swear, the concept seems so beautiful in theory, but the trial always leads to a guilty verdict. It must be amazing to be vertical and whole instead of horizontal and a whore. Because it's one thing to fuck because you want it. It's another to fuck the fear wanted. The validation masculinity. The attempt to make love when it should have been the reason the two bodies intertwined in the first place. I'm telling you. I'm not a sex addict. Not an nymphomaniac. Because addiction is an illness and I'm not sick. I'm not a pimp because there's more to it than just the pleasure. I'm a whore. Because in this sex, I'm constantly trying to figure out the answer to the question. Who are you? Who are you? Thank you.
I told you it don't work, boy. I told you it don't work. I told you don't make it.
Skittles never argue over color.
Let's go.
I love it.
They never forget that they're the same size or the same shape. They realize that the similarities outweigh their differences and that these differences come together to make something sweet. But it leaves a bad taste in my mouth to know that George Zimmerman can forget someone's humanity and still remain in the comfort of his own home. Leaves a bitter feeling on my heart to know that an American citizen's death isn't worthy of following proper procedures out by legislation to bring him justice. Trayvon, I can only imagine how you felt. Yellow with fear as someone approaches you with 9mm in hand. Red with frustration as you put up a fight to save your life. Blue, as your body goes cold for being shot in the chest and dying from an ignorant bastard's insecurity. Green with envy is your mother as she sees your assailant living and breathing. She wants his life traded in for yours. Purple, every fish-shaped bruise your father wants to put all over Zimmerman's body. Officers donning blue and white uniforms to symbolize unity feel justice has been served. And to them it has, because Lady Justice is a black woman mourning the death of her son. She wants to remain blind to the issue, but she can't keep her eyes off of Trayvon's corpse. The blindfold that she once wore has become a box of tissue that she uses to wipe her eyes of tears as her forefather's law repeats the cycle of fucking over dark-skinned sons. His motive was to come home, back into the kingdom his father had built for him. See, in the eyes of his mother and father, he's a prince. To Zimmerman, he was a threat. And to the Florida Police Department, he's nothing more than another nigger who made the list of statistics. Nothing more than the name and a number, probably assumed to eventually have numbers after his name, but he's thrown behind bars like the animal that saw him as. When does it stop? When will we stop hearing names like Trayvon Martin, Sean Bell, Emmett Till? Tell me, when will we see ourselves like the candy that this child was holding as he was slain? Like Skittles. When will we see that our similarities outweigh our differences and that we are all someone's parent, someone's child, someone's cousin, someone's friend, someone's something? Tell me, when?
Hey,